What's up, guys? ACCardShark back again, back finally with this video that I've been promising you guys. The video of what I have up for sale. I have a whole slew of stuff. I just went through a whole box of stuff, duplicates, just stuff I don't want anymore, even down to some DVDs that I've either gotten a Blu-ray and I don't need them anymore, just ones I'm looking to get rid of just because I don't need them. I'm going to try in the description to put a clickable link to, like, if you're only interested in NES, you can click on the link and it'll take you right to the NES section of the video. That way you don't have to sit through the entire video to see what's going on and what I have. If you're only interested, let's say, in Nintendo or Genesis or whatever, hopefully the links down below will have that for you. I've never done that before, so bear with me. If it doesn't work, I apologize, but I'm trying to get this thing together for you. I made separate piles on the floor here, and I'm going to try to go system by system and let you guys know what I have for sale. I'm not putting any prices in the video because I really haven't looked anything up yet, so I don't know specifically what things are worth and everything else. So obviously, if you're interested in certain games, just send me a personal message here on YouTube and let me know what you're interested in, and I can get back to you if you want them itemized as to how much each one is, or if you just want, like, hey, this is what I want, how much for the entire package. All that kind of good stuff. So just drop me a PM if any of this interests you, and we'll work something out. It's going to be on a first come first serve basis, which is why I would prefer that you guys PM me, because it would give me a date and time as to when someone requested those games, so I know who requested it first, and I can deal with orders, so to speak, in a timely fashion, and in the order they came in. So if somebody jumps on a game and they want it, I want to be able to give that person first dibs on it, so to speak. So without further ado, guys, we're going to get right into the mix here. We'll start with Super Nintendo. There's only one game I have right now, at least. I haven't organized my Super Nintendo collection yet. I may have some more later on. But the only game I have currently right now is complete in box, and that is Madden NFL 94. I know it's Madden, and I know it's not exactly a high-in-demand title, but it is complete in box. The box, has a little bit of wear to it. It does have a little bit of some worn corners. But if you take it, I don't want to take the whole thing apart, but if you take a peek inside, the game is in there. Dust cover is on the game, and it has all the instructions and everything with it. So it is a complete in box copy. So I'm not a big collector as far as Super Nintendo complete in box, and I just happened to find this one day. I picked it up because I thought the price was good, and then I was like, I have no use for it. So Med 94 complete in box for the Super Nintendo. That's it for that system. Current gen stuff, I have two PS3 games. The first one is a pre-owned copy, and that is Battlefield Bad Company 1 for the PlayStation 3. Again, that is up for sale. If you guys are interested, drop me a line. The second game for the PS3 is a sealed copy, brand new sealed, of DJ Hero 2. I already had this and someone bought it for me, and obviously don't need two copies. So, but it is brand new sealed. You can see it is still factory sealed. DJ Hero 2 for the PS3. And, it's a pretty good game, actually. As much as I make fun of those games, it is pretty good. For the Wii, I have actually two copies. I'm not sure, I forget why one's in a baggie, but two copies of Wii Sports. I know most of you guys already have this if you have a Wii, but I just came across them at flea markets for a good price, or Goodwill, or whatever the case may be. So I do have two copies of Wii Sports in their cardboard jackets here. Again, drop a line if you're interested. And the other game I have is sealed, complete, obviously complete, but sealed, brand new. Again, I already had this game, someone bought it for me, I already had it. It's Hollywood Squares for the Wii. Pretty fun game, not too bad. But, just like a typical pick up and play kind of game. So, but that is the Wii games. Atari, I only have one game. I bought this for myself, thinking I didn't have it. I already had it. So for the Atari 2600, again, it's compatible with the 7800 as well. That game is Kangaroo. It's a game I grew up on. It's actually a lot of fun. Typical Atari graphics and stuff. Nothing to write home about, but I remember just having a blast with this game when I was a kid. And I saw it at, I think, a flea market one time, and I picked it up. I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen this in forever, and I'm not realizing I had it at home. So I just have an extra copy to sell if anyone wants to pick it up. It's okay. It's an Atari game. So let's see. For the PC, believe it or not, I do have two PC games. The first one is Diablo That's the back. But Diablo for the PC. I did pick this up at Goodwill. The case is a little jacked up. The teeth aren't really in place there, but the disc is there. I believe it's in decent shape. It's, you know, pretty scratch free, and it is complete with the front booklet as well. The other game I have is also complete in box. If you guys are into puzzle games, this game is definitely pretty stellar. The game is called The 11th Hour. And to find this game complete in box is pretty rare, and I had this game as a kid and I loved it. I just don't see myself getting any use out of it. I don't really play my PC games, and I'd rather pass this along to somebody who would actually get some playtime out of it. Last I checked, I believe everything is there. Again, I can always double check for you guys and make sure. But yeah, here you go, disc 1 of 4, disc 2 of 4, disc 3 of 4, and disc 4 of 4. I don't believe there are instructions with it. I'm checking right now. Actually, I take that back. The instruction booklet is there. It's a Windows 95 CD-ROM, so it gives you an idea as to when that came out. It does have the cardboard insert, which the games are inside, and then that slides right into the box. So it is complete in box. The box is in pretty decent shape. So it is a pretty decent collectible for PC gamers, and it is a really good puzzling game, kind of like a horror puzzle game. It's a lot of fun. If you guys have ever seen or played The Seventh Guest for the PC, that is the sequel to The Seventh Guest. So pretty cool game. Like I said, I played that back in the day. I was probably, oh god, I was probably like 15, 16 years old when that game came out, so probably about 15 years ago. But such a great game. So those are the PC titles I have up. Moving on to the Master System, I have 2 games cartridge only. As you guys know, I collect them complete in box, so when I came across 2 games, I believe they were included in bundles I had bought, and I don't need cartridge only. I look for them complete only. First game is Afterburner. As you can see, label's in great shape. No peeling, no tearing, no writing, no nothing. So really good condition for Afterburner. And the other game is actually a really awesome game, and I was just able to land this complete in box. But that game is Ghostbusters for the Sega Master System. Again, pretty good shape. Little bit of, you know, some marks and stuff on the cartridge, but nothing major at all. Labels in all intact. Everything's good. So that is the Sega Master System. I apologize if I'm a little stuffy. My allergies are killing me lately. So anyway, so that was the Sega Master System. For the PS1, I have 3 titles up. The first one I've shown you before, and that is Frogger 2 for the PlayStation 1. As you can see, the booklet is kind of jacked up. I got this at the flea market for Mindy, and I found a better condition copy as far as the book's concerned. The book has some pretty gross water damage. It's kind of sticky and everything. If you're not too worried about that aspect, the disc itself is in really good shape. It's got some fingerprints on it, but that's really it. It's a black bottom disc. They're pretty durable. Game is fine. It does play. But like I said, I just found a better condition one down the line somewhere, and I just obviously have 2 who don't need it anymore. So if you guys really don't care much about that kind of stuff, you know, the spine is there, everything's good. So Frogger 2 for the PS1. Second game I have, a friend of mine gave to me, and I already had it. And you know, being everyone always knows I'm a Pac-Man fan, but it's the 20th anniversary Pac-Man World, black label for the PlayStation 1. You know, all in decent shape again. Pac-Man World again. This one has some fingerprints, which I can shine up for you before I send it out. But it is scratch free, so you'll have no problem playing that one. And the last one I have is also black label, and that's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And just a classic. I mean, the early Tony Hawk games were absolutely great. This one looks like it's a bit marked up. You can see some scratches there. I did play it, and it is working fine, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. So Tony Hawk 2 for PS1 black label. We'll do some last generation. I've got 2 games for the last generation. One is disc only and a sleeve. I bought this off of eBay thinking that it was complete in box, and it came sleeve only. I didn't read the auction correctly, and that was my mistake. But I am telling you guys straight out, it is disc only. For the original Xbox, it is Half-Life 2. It does come in the sleeve. I'll leave the sleeve included. Like I said, I was hoping it was going to be complete in box, and it wasn't. Disc looks to be in pretty decent shape. It does play. It's just, like I said, for my collection, I want to keep it, I want to get something with its case. So, you know, like I said, my loss is your gain. I paid for it and whatever. So if you guys are interested, Half-Life 2 for the original Xbox is a disc-only copy. Really, really awesome game for the GameCube. It's just really, really different, but that game is called Odama. And if you remember the Shark and Pixel show back in the day, we talked about this game, Pixel Sandwich. It was one of his buried treasure games. This is controlled by the GameCube microphone. So if you guys have like I believe some of the Pokemon games had the microphone usage on everything like that. This will support that. But it's basically like a war game, but it's also pinball. It's really kind of different. It's really neat. But you use the GameCube microphone to shout your commands to your soldiers. And it's like a medieval battlefield, and you're basically trying to use the pinball as well as your soldiers to break through the gates of your enemies and stuff. So it is a really, really neat game. But this is for the game only, obviously no microphone included, but it does come complete with the instructions and the disc. And the disc is in pretty decent shape. Again, I can shine it up for you, but there's really no major defects in it. So that is one I definitely do recommend. It is a really fun game. So Odama for the GameCube. Let's see, N64. Only got 2 games. One is probably pretty desirable. One isn't. But like I said, you never know who's out there collecting. So I figured I'd offer them up to you guys. First one's not really desirable. It's NFL Quarterback Club 98. I know sports titles really aren't that desirable. But if you're a collector like me for the NES, I collect every sports game, everything. So if you're an N64 collector and you don't have it, you know, it's worth picking up for, you know, a couple bucks or whatever, probably like $2. I'm guessing on sports titles, they're not really worth too much money. And the other game that is probably going to be pretty desirable, and I'm sure somebody out there would want it, it's GoldenEye 007 for the N64. Absolute classic. You guys know all about this game, and it's absolutely just a gem of a game. I just happened to find multiple copies when I was settling my collection into my game room. I somehow had 2 of them, so I would love to pass one along to one of you guys. So 007 for the N64. Again, those are both cartridge only. We'll hit up the Genesis. I'm leaving NES for last because I have a stack over here. So we'll hit up the Genesis games. The first 5 games are cartridge only, and then the rest at least have their boxes. I think some are missing instructions, but the first game is a pretty good platformer, actually. If you remember, the Disney games back in the day were pretty good. But that game is The Lion King for the Genesis. Again, I have 2 copies. I have one complete in box on my shelf. I'd rather keep the complete in box copy. So The Lion King for the Genesis. Second game, back when EA actually made some really decent titles for sports games. FIFA Soccer 95. I remember having a blast with the soccer games back in the day. FIFA Soccer is absolutely a good time. So next one up is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Probably, I'm sure everyone has this if you have a Genesis, but again, I have 2 copies and I just figured I'd offer it up. Another game that a lot of people probably already have, but again, just figured I'd offer it. That game is Sonic Spinball. Absolutely fun. Pinball, obviously a pinball game, but using Sonic as the ball. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good times. And another sports title, again, if you're a collector, you may need it, who knows. But it's NFL Football 94, starring Joe Montana in his Chiefs jersey and uniform. So those are the cartridge-only Genesis games. And going into the ones with boxes, this game has a box but no instructions. And that game is Wheel of Fortune for the Genesis. Again, I have multiple copies of this. I found one at Goodwill. I think I picked it up because I didn't know I had it. And then this one, this is actually this I got at Goodwill. And I already had one from like a flea market one day or something. So I had 2, and just obviously I don't need 2. So, but like I said, that has the cartridge but no instructions. But it does have the box for the shelf. Sometimes that's more important. At least for me, it is. Another game which it's in pretty crappy shape, I'm gonna be honest. There's no instructions. It does have the box, but it's Mario Andretti Racing. No instructions at all, and I mean the cartridge looks okay. The label has some darkness to it, and it has like a brand on the bottom, property of Hollywood Video. Like it's actually in the cartridge. It's really strange, but like I said, it does play. All these things do play, but like I said, that'll probably be just a couple bucks, even though it has its box and stuff, just because the condition is not desirable and stuff. So if anyone's looking for, you know, a decent racing game, a couple bucks will take that one down. Let's see, a classic. This one actually does have instructions. This one is complete in box, and it actually still has the shelf tag. I can't get the instructions. The instructions just fell out of the box. Let me see if I can get them back in here. But there we go. But complete in box still has a shelf tag. That game is NBA Jam for the Genesis. Again, just another classic. I have two of them. I just wanted to get rid of one. Has the NBA hologram still on there. Shelf tag is still on there. And if you pop it open, it is complete in box with the instructions. Just an absolute classic, guys. If you don't have this game, this is a definite recommendation. It's a lot of fun on that game. So let's see. Next one, complete in box with instructions. That game is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This one's usually pretty desirable for most people because it's Sonic. Sonic's always collectible, and the fact that it's complete in box with instructions, which I will show you, is right there, complete with the instructions. Again, somehow I ended up with 2 complete in box, and I'm getting rid of 1. So I'm just trying to thin out things around here. You know, just trying to get rid of doubles and get rid of stuff I just don't need. So because you know, eventually your collection does take over your room. So. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3, guys, that's definitely a desirable title if someone out there does collect for the Genesis. The next one up, I believe I got this at Goodwill. I already had it somehow complete in box with the shelf tag still on it, and that's Risk. Risk for the Sega Genesis. As you can see, booklet and cartridge complete. So in decent shape. So you know, Risk for the Sega Genesis. It's just another game. This one, there are no instructions, but I don't really know why you would need instructions. Game is Miss Pac-Man. You guys know I'm a Miss Pac-Man freak. I knew I had this, and I saw it at Goodwill, and I couldn't leave, even though it didn't have instructions, I couldn't leave it behind sitting at Goodwill. So I picked it up, and I was like, what am I going to do with an extra copy of this game? So I was like, so I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather see some of you guys out there grab a copy of Miss Pac-Man for the Genesis. But just absolutely a good time. I believe this is one of the only ones that actually has like a turbo option where you can actually play it a little bit faster, kind of like the arcade, but not quite as fast. But Miss Pac-Man for the Genesis. So that's all the Genesis games. I'm gonna hit up the DVDs next, just because, and leave the NES goodness for the end. So these are all DVD, and like I said, it's all probably because I already got them on Blu-ray, or I just don't need them anymore, or I have doubles, or whatever the case may be. First DVD is Corpse Bride. I absolutely love Tim Burton, and I ended up getting this on Blu-ray, so I obviously don't need the DVD anymore. Has the disc, everything's all good. Again, guys, if you don't want to see this section, hopefully there's a tag below where you can just click to the NES and it'll fast forward you. I know this isn't gaming related, but it's just stuff I'm looking to get rid of and just see if I can just make some room in my game room. So next movie up is Karate Kid on DVD, the first Karate Kid, and it has everything there, disc and little paper thing. The next one up is, I believe, is this still sealed? No, it's not still sealed, but it does have the slipcover, and that's First Blood, Rambo 1, First Blood. It does have the slipcover here, so you've got the DVD here, and you've got the little cardboard slipcover. If you open it up, it's got the widescreen version and full screen version, 2-disc edition, right there, with all the paper and insert and stuff. I think I watched it like one time, and then I think I've got the Rambo. Yeah, I've got the Rambo collection on Blu-ray now. That was from Mindy for Christmas last year. I got that, so I don't need that anymore. And then we've got, let's see, I've got Forrest Gump, which I'm sure most people have, but again, I got this on Blu-ray and don't need it on DVD anymore. But it does come complete. Got the booklet on the inside, disc 1, and then on the other side you've got disc 2. And you know, all of my DVDs are pretty much all brand new. I mean, like, I buy them new, and I pretty much, you know, I keep them in good condition. I play them, I take them out, put them right back in their case. I'm not going to go through every single one. But Forrest Gump, let's see, I've got South Park the movie. Absolutely stellar movie, guys. I saw this in theaters like 3 times, and I have it on Blu-ray now, so it does come complete. It's got the little track listing paper as well as the disc, and like I said, it's clean. I bought it brand new, and I've been the only owner of it. So, South Park the movie. The next movie is an Oliver Stone movie. It's The Doors. This is actually my favorite band of all time, and I ended up getting this on Blu-ray as well, so I don't need the DVD copy anymore. So if you guys are interested, the Doors Special Edition, and you've got, again, the insert in disc 1 on this side, and then you open up the back side, you've got disc 2, so you've got complete, all the discs are there. I have the complete trilogy of Back to the Future on DVD. I just picked this up on Blu-ray, and again, don't need the DVD. There's no reason for the DVD if you've got the Blu-ray, you're upgrading it. So all 3 movies are there. You've got the original slipcover, and which also I believe, is this the one open? No, it doesn't open up. That's the Blu-ray. But if you open it up here, you'll see it's got all the paperwork. You got the first movie there, and then you close it up and go to the back side, and you got Back to the Future 2 and 3. So all the movies and all the discs are there. I still have the slipcover for it. This is the I believe this was like the 25th anniversary, I think this came out, I want to say. I don't know. But Back to the Future on DVD. And then I've got the complete box set of Rocky. And again, got it on Blu-ray. I got the new Blu-ray set, which comes with all the original 5 and then Rocky Balboa. But if you look, all the individual cases on the spine make up one big picture of Rocky, and you've got Rocky 1 through 5. And they are obviously all there. You can see that all five cases are in there. All the discs are inside, so everything's all good. So you've got the Rocky box set on DVD if you guys are interested in that. And then the last 3 are actually video game related. I found these at Goodwill, and I watched them, and I'm just done with them. That's all. But this one, I don't even know how you pronounce this, but it is a Pokemon DVD. It's a runtime of 81 minutes, which I believe it has. It's just like one movie, I guess, but it's 81 minutes. Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker, I have no idea. I did watch it, it's pretty good, but like I said, just don't need it anymore. And you open it up, it's got the paper and the disc in there, so if you guys are Pokemon fans out there, that would be a good one. I've got Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, which I picked up at Goodwill, and that, as you can see, paid $3. I'll probably just end up saying, you know what, $3 is cool, you know, just break even with it. I got to see it, and I'll just pass it along. So Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, and that one has a runtime of 60 minutes, so it's about an hour long, or it's exactly an hour long. And for the same price, $3, Sonic X the Chaos Factor, and that one has a runtime of 80 minutes. It's got 4 different short cartoons on there, and it's got, you know, here, I'll show you the back here. It summarizes all 4 short cartoons on there, but it is about 80 minutes long. And like I said, $3 from Goodwill. $3 will take it, guys. You know, I'm just looking to break even and pass it along to someone else who will enjoy it. So that's about it for that. So that was the DVD section, guys. If you happen to watch it all the way through and you guys weren't interested because the link didn't work down below, I apologize. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, guys. The NES collection here. Like I said, guys, jump on them quick if you want to jump on them, and I'll take a first come first served basis. So. You may come across some doubles in this pile because I do have multiple copies of some games, and I may already show you one, but like I said, I'm just going to fast forward right through these. First game up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's the first game here. TMNT. Probably the best. That and 2 are pretty good, but one of the better turtle games. I don't know who doesn't have this already, but Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Just have an extra copy if you want it. Got the Goonies 2. For the NES. I've got the Black Tengen version of Gauntlet. We've got Legacy of the Wizard. And again, spines are all in pretty decent shape. There's a couple that are a little beat up, but Star Tropics, pretty damn hard game, but fun nonetheless. Again, spine looking pretty good. This one's got some writing on the front. I'll try to do some magic eraser if you guys are interested in this game. Blades of Steel. And apparently Lisa wanted to put her name on it. But Blades of Steel, really, really good hockey game. And like I said, I'll do my best to try to get that off with the Magic Eraser. But Blades of Steel, spine is in good shape again. So, you know, nothing wrong there. Absolute classic, Adventure Island for the NES. This is highly recommended. I love that game. This one's a little bit beat up, but Skate or Die. You've got some separation on the label here and a little bit in the corner there, but not terrible. And again, if you guys aren't concerned about that kind of stuff, it does play fine. So Skate or Die, you got Ice Hockey. This is the first ice hockey game that came out for the NES. And then you've got Mission Impossible. And Spine, again, little bit of separation on the edge there, but again, not terrible at all. And no writing, which is cool. Another game that most people already have. It does have a sticker on it, which, you know, I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you. But Super Mario Brothers 3. And it does have a like a game, like a Spine sticker on there. I could try to get that off for you guys. I just don't. I hate when it's on the actual label. But this game is pretty decent actually. But Spy versus Spy, and the Spine is right there. As it's put out by Mad, which is like Mad Magazine. You've got the triple game, which this is actually good for collectors because it only came with the Power Pad set when you bought it. But it's Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet all in the same cartridge. So kind of like the Mario Duck Hunt cartridge, but with the third game. As you can see, the Spine lists all 3 games on there. So if you guys are NES collectors, this is always something that, you know, it's... I don't really come across it too often, to be honest with you. And somehow I got 2. Again, I don't know where the second one came from. But next one up, it may seem like a children's game, but it actually is a ton of fun. Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular. It's a lot of fun, guys. I kid you not. Try some emulators online if you're questioning me, but it is kind of fun. So Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular. Again, here's a double Mario Brothers 3. There's a second one without a sticker on it, so that one's in better shape. One of the first beat 'em ups I really truly loved as a kid. That game's called Renegade, and Spine looking good. Kind of like a picture Double Dragon. If you guys are Double Dragon fans, it's very much like that. One of the Bible games. I don't know where I got 2 of these. I was going through my collection and somehow I got 2, but it's called Exodus: Journey to the Promised Land. It's on one of those weird black cartridges. Here's, as you can see, it's one of those Bible games put out by Wisdom Tree. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the Bible games, and I somehow got 2. I'm not sure how. This one I've got 2, and they're both right here. Dragon Warrior 1. So I got 2 copies of that. Pretty decent game. The most common of the Dragon Warrior series. Obviously I've got 2 of them plus 1 on my shelf, so I've got 3 of them. So it is pretty common, but a good game nonetheless. I've got a game called Silent Service. Underwater submarine type action game. Silent Service. All in pretty decent shape so far. Not too bad. NES Play Action Football. Again, common sports title, probably a couple bucks, whatever, but NES right there. It has a little bit of writing on the back, but just initials, not too bad. Again, I'll try to get that off if it is necessary. Classic game, guys. I can't recommend this one enough if you've never played it. Super Off-Road. Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road. Just an absolute fun racing game, and one of my favorites growing up as a kid. So jump on that one if you guys are collectors and don't have it yet. A game called Trojan, put out by Capcom. Capcom usually was pretty reliable for decent games back then, and if you guys didn't notice already, it's a 5-screw copy, so definitely one that you want to get your hands on. Millipede, just like Centipede, just like a shooter, and as you can see, the spine is in really shitty shape. I didn't see that one, so the spine's a little bit messed up, but cartridge looks good. So again, it's up to you as to how picky you are about that. Simpsons Bart versus the Space Mutants. Pretty fun game. There's the spine there. Another Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. So again, if you guys need one of those, there you go. Rad Racer 2. You've got Jack Nicklaus Golf. I'm not going to say the whole title because it's actually Jack Nicklaus's, I can't even read it, Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. So that's the official full title, but I just say Jack Nicklaus Golf. It's a golf game. It's pretty standard. Karate Champ. This one's a little bit beat up. It's got some marks on the label and stuff, and the label is a little bit torn up there. So obviously a little bit of a discount on that one just because it's not perfect. It's not clean. It's not as clean as it could be, I guess. But Karate Champ, put up by Data East. This one, the label is completely curling up on me. And I don't know, a piece of tape should work. I don't know, but it's a fun game nonetheless. Again, if you guys aren't worried about the spine, here's the spine. It's completely lifted up, but WrestleMania Challenge for the NES. So if you're into some old school Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man right there, if you're into that kind of stuff, it is a fun game. So the next one up, again, some labelware, but a really fun game. It's the Simpsons Bartman meets Radioactive Man. And like I said, it does have some separation on the label. just like a little dab of glue. You know, you should be able to iron that out, no problem. But this game is pretty sought after. A lot of people do look for that. And almost at the end here, we've got Short Order and Explode, which is as you can see, power pad game. But sometimes hard to come by, depending on where you go shopping for your games. If you are a collector and you're trying to complete a collection, sometimes this is kind of hard to come by at a decent price. And like I said, oh, I almost dropped it. But I'm thinking probably like $4 or so, something like that, between $4 or $5. I don't know. I'm thinking it's decent. Again, I'm not putting anything in stone right now until I start looking these up. And then the last one, I already have someone interested in this game, so hold off on your request, or put your request in just in case it doesn't go through. And that is the Legend of Zelda Gold cartridge. Someone already did contact me on my last video asking about it, and he's going to get first dibs on it. If he doesn't buy it, like I said, put it in your PM and let me know that you do want it, and we will work something out if the first one does not work out. So, but that is currently, you know, has someone reserving it, but like I said, if it doesn't go through, then it will be up for sale again. So put it in your request if you do want to get this cartridge. So, and it's not in bad shape. I mean, like I said, the label's looking good. It does have some wear on the front there, but it looks pretty good nonetheless. So I believe that's everything, guys. I do have a stack over there that another YouTuber has already asked me to put aside for him, and again, if that falls through, I'll do an update video and say, hey, these are now available. That's not actually it. I do have one console available. I picked up, I was on Craigslist and I picked up like a big lot of games, and I bought the lot from the guy only because I wanted the games that he had, because I do already have the system. And basically he sold me one. I have two different systems. I'm probably just going to bunch it all together as one big for sale. Sega Dreamcast. This is a working Sega Dreamcast. It does come with one controller, you know, the matching controller. It has the power cord and original, I think that's an original AV cord. Yeah, original AV cord and original power cord that does come with it. And I am willing to throw in, I've got, this is pretty much disc only, but it's NBA 2K. I also have multiple copies, but I've got NFL 2K. So I can throw those two sports titles in. I also have two more copies of NFL 2K if anyone is interested for the Dreamcast. Probably like $1 will take these, honestly. But two copies of NFL 2K on the side of that. But like I said, I'm going to bundle that together. And he also sold me one. Now, this is the one that's non-working. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I haven't even tried it out yet. But if you guys are looking for a Dreamcast for parts, like I said, I'm probably going to put them both together as one working, one non-working. And bundle that together with the one controller, all the AV cords to hook up the working Dreamcast, and then I'll throw in, like I said, these two games as one big bundle package. So if you guys are looking for a Dreamcast and you're looking to get started with that system, I do have a system for sale, as well as the non-working one. And like I said, it's always good for parts, or if you get it fixed, then you can resell that. Who knows? And then, like I said, the two sports games just to start you out, and the matching controller to start you out, as well as all the cords you need to start you out. So, you know, that little bundle is up for sale as well. So, a lot of talking. I know this has been like over a half an hour video, guys. I appreciate it if you've made it to this point in the video. Like I said, hopefully those links below helped you out in skipping to the section you wanted to see. And like I said, guys, first come, first serve. Drop me a PM here on YouTube. We'll start talking. We'll get some prices that we can both agree upon and that we think is fair. Not looking to make huge dollars here, so I'm just looking to unload some stuff and pass it along to you guys to help you with your collections and to weed out some extras that I don't need anymore. So as of now, that's going to do it. Like I said, if I find some more or if I have some extras that I didn't really realize I had, I'll do like a little update video and you know, let you guys know that I've got some more for sale. And that is going to do it, guys. So until next time, ACCardShark, take care.